Ma'am, on or off? There is no in between. Lord, when are they gonna get it? I don't know when they're gonna get it, but we gonna talk about it. Just stay tuned.
Enjoy.
If you got a problem with me, I don't really gotta care no more. Ooh.
What's good, everybody? If you're a first time viewer of my content on this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are a first time subscriber, congratulations. Welcome to the family. One more thing that I ask of you though, you may see that the notifications might be on, but they're kinda on, alright? They're personalized, which means you're only going to get a little bit of my content here and there. So what I'm going to need you to do is click on the notification, click on the bell again, and turn it on all notifications so you will get all my notifications to all of my content. And hit the like button, help a brother out, alright? Today we're going to be watching a video by a woman who goes by the name of Miss K. Reed, and she has said in this video that if a man calls her too masculine, that essentially means that she is not letting her guard down for you. Yeah, for some of the fellas, we know what that means, right? Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
If I'm too masculine around you, it's simply because I'm not for you. You're not the man for me, and I'm not the woman for you, because women naturally submit to men that they feel safe and comfortable around. If I can't let my guard down around you, of course I'm going to be masculine. Women do not want to be masculine. We just do not want to keep putting our feelings into empty hands. If I'm too masculine around you, it's simply because I'm not for you. You're not the man for me, and I'm not the woman for you, because women naturally submit to men that they feel safe and comfortable around. If I can't let my guard down around you, of course I'm going to be masculine. Women do not want to be masculine. We just do not want to keep putting our feelings into empty hands.
Okay. Now there's different angles that we can try to professionally attack this, but let's deal with it in this manner, right? For one, and I said this in one of my previous videos, that a woman is not supposed to be walking in her masculinity and trying to get a man at the same time. That doesn't work. You can't be out here walking in your masculinity and then you want to be treated and respected as a woman. A woman walks in her femininity, right? She embodies her femininity. And I'm not saying that a woman isn't supposed to have a boundary. She isn't supposed to have standards. Like, she isn't supposed to be somebody that is just open with everybody. I'm not telling a woman to do that. But if you hear often, even in more cases than not, right? If you hear a man that most likely, you come across a good man, or you come across a decent man, or just men in general, right? And the men generally around you see you as too masculine, we're not even talking about the stereotype, all right? If a man just generally, when he's around you, he feels like he's with one of the homies. He feels like you might pop off. He feels like you want to, lash out for no reason. It might be more on your character than on his. I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying that he might not be out of pocket. I'm not saying that you are in the wrong. Maybe you saying too masculine might be a different way of saying that when you have your guard up. I don't know. I don't know you personally, but I did do a quick scan over her content, and I'm not getting feminine vibes. That's just me personally, but I'm not getting feminine vibes from her on my end. But that's just me. That's just me. But she has said, in her caption, she says, "I'm not letting my guard down just for anyone no more. You gotta show me it's safe here." Now, I don't have an issue with people being closed out in terms of certain things that they won't allow a person to see. Of course, when we go to work or when we go to school or when we're out on an everyday basis, we're not going to be our 100% genuine self, right? Everybody wears a mask. Everybody, taps into a certain persona when they step out of their house. So in her persona, she is very guarded. But, some things that women have to really ask themselves is like, when they guard themselves 24/7, does that really benefit you in the long run? In my personal experience, the women that I've always heard, always complain about being called too masculine, never really had the best chances with men or good men. All the men that they always, were interested in, they weren't the best compatible partners. Some of them, they had a whole roster of men. And because they see men so much as a, as a, you know the word I'm trying to look for. They see men, they have options, so they got men stacked up back to back to back. So if this one man leaves, oh, that's okay because I got this other man on the line right now. I got your competition on the phone, that type of thing. So, you have women out here like this that, when a good man leaves, they let him leave. And I've experienced this. There's been women in my life where had a good friendship or a good amount of a communication, even if we was in a talking stage or whatever the case is. Minor things. Just minor things. Me making a little joke and then you just want to cut me off just for that little joke. And then a year or so passes by and you want to randomly hit me up about how I used to talk to you late at night. Yes, this actually happened to me. No, ma'am, that's not how the game works. That's completely beyond me. So I'm not saying that this is how this woman, Miss K, Miss Reed, I'm not saying this is how she is, but I've known women who've had this attitude of, I just put my guard up. And it's these women that put their guard up that be the most miserable. Because they've been through the most pain. And they've been through the most trauma. And it's because of that, they never open themselves up even when the right person comes around. Because sometimes in their head, it's just too good to be true. They self-sabotage a lot. They push good people away too quickly. And not just too quickly altogether. They push good people when good people try to come to them in their lives. They want to heal. And when the good people are there to help them along the way to heal, they push off all the resources that the universe and their ancestors try to give to them. It is what it is. So I'm not saying that a woman shouldn't have her guard up, right? For me personally, to have your guard up is feminine. To have the power to where you're not going to let anybody just inside your pearly gates. You're not just going to have anybody, having fun in the everlasting waters. The yammy whammies, all right? That's feminine. Because the divine feminine is not just going to allow anybody, if they truly want to come into your life, if they truly want to know you, she's not just going to let anybody get to know her. The same thing applies here. It's feminine for you to have your guard up. It's feminine for you to have boundaries. Right? But when you out here walking like a dude, when you out here and you got to feel like you got to be loud and you got to do the most in order to be seen, in order to be understood. You're at your most powerful peak in your femininity, not in your masculinity. But because of society, it has taught you to be more so in your masculine rather than to be in your feminine because you see power in that. You know, you see black women out here talking about, I could do bad all by myself. I don't need a man. All this type of stuff, right? They've been duped and bamboozled into thinking being by themselves, having their guard up, thinking that they can do everything a man can do, is in their power. That's their power to do that. So they get up into the ranks and now they're the manager. Now they the boss. They the boss chick. And so they get up into these high ranks. They have their guard up. They masculine. They loud and proud. They look around. They can't find any good compatible men. It is what it is. But share your thoughts concerning the whole matters at hand respectfully in the comments below. I want to know how you feel about this particular video. Alright. One more thing that I ask of you though. Check out these other videos. We out.